Yeah,
All right, so let's get into our fool's gold for this week. You chose a running back this week, Justin. Who do you got?
I got to go with the guy that no one will probably bench based off needs, but David Montgomery. He's can be really good. He can be not so good. He seems to have turned into a bell cow that's kind of touchdown dependent. It's weird because I'm looking at his stats, and he only really pops off with the touchdown. They play the Vikings. The Vikings are middle of the road, basically against the run. I just think this is my logic. The Vikings had a real beautiful first half against Pittsburgh. They saw what worked. We lost the week prior to the Niners, right? I think so. Anyways,
Yeah, you
we're on
did.
the Vikings are on the outside looking in, and the last thing they want to do is lose to a division team and lose their chance for a playoff. So I think the Vikings are going to come out killing it. They'll be forced to pass. They're going to focus mostly on David Montgomery to contain him because when Montgomery goes, that team kind of has a very decent offense, as weird as that sounds to say about the Bears, but they've gotten better as the season's progressed. I just think we're going to focus in on him, and it's not going to be very good for him. So temper your expectations. He's set for 15. I'm going to say sub 13 is where I have him.
Nice, nice. And like you said, we're talking about starting guys like Dearness Johnson, and so I doubt anybody and Ramondre Stevenson. I doubt anybody's benching David Montgomery, but sometimes we're choosing guys that you're for sure going to start, but don't expect a huge game out of them. Is what we're saying. But man, luckily the one matchup I have, if you're right, the one matchup I have David Montgomery and I have a bye. So if you're right, I hope it's this week, and then I hope he does well the rest of the fantasy playoffs for sure.
Let's see.